Hey guys, it's Clint and Shell.
Hi guys.
Wanted to finish the cover. I wasn't happy with the first oval I did, so I changed it. Sorry, let me. Yeah, close enough for government work. And I redid it, and I just so we have. There's some glue spots from when I was gluing the fabric. When I folded it over, so Shell's gonna decorate that, but. I got it centered right about right where I want it. So next is the glue.
Okay.
So
I'm still washing chanterelles.
Yeah,
so.
she's washing
I'll probably
chanterelles.
do that the rest of my life.
Well, I'm gonna help
like
with it, but yeah.
I'm gonna go through the other glue and see what I have.
So I thought about I'm gonna glue on this instead. It'd be a little bit that way I can. Man, that stuff is. So hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day this airs. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so kind of had a rough day yesterday. I had another fiber job that just ate my lunch bad, and I was just so wore out, but I got it done. And praying I don't have to go over there the rest of the week. If I don't have to work, I will be very, very, very happy. So, yeah, hope you guys are having a great day. Not much going on. Chanterelles and was going to try to make some blanks for the ink blenders, and I just don't know if I'm going to have it in me to do it today. We'll see. I probably won't. With it supposed to be raining tomorrow and Friday for sure. They're saying rain, but well, they say for sure, but you never know about them. So I have my pins, and I have a little blue mark right here at the bottom. So, and that was about center, was about right there. I take my pins out. I don't really need them right now. And probably I'm trying to think what well, hot. Let me pause the video, guys. I gotta find something. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. I'm gonna put something heavy on it. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm letting that sit and get dry a little bit to where it's I don't know my glasses are. Huh, well that's bizarre. Oh, let me find my dumb glasses. I found my glasses. They were in the kitchen. So, I'm going to go ahead and sew around the edge of my oval. I had a good day yesterday, even though it was hard, but at least I was able to get it done. They're redoing the airport here in Durango, so they're going to have to reroute our fiber. So I had to do that. But I managed to, I wonder. I'm going to change my color on my thread real quick. I went to a more oranger thread that suits, so it won't be too visible. I kept the cream on the bottom in the bobbin, since you're really not going to see it. There's no sense bothering changing it. It's going to be a warm day here. I ran into a lot of rain coming back home yesterday. It was so nice. It poured. I had both my windows open. I couldn't close them. That was all right. It didn't bother me any one bit. I enjoy the rain so much. Did get down to 59 degrees, so I was ecstatic. It was a good day. I miss Michelle, of course, but she washed a bunch of chanterelles yesterday. And then Tony from Fast Track, I had to rub it in because he started getting mushrooms, chanterelle mushrooms. So I told him how many we got just to rub it in. So he's going to go getting chanterelles and raspberries. Hopefully they're all over. So I think we're going to try. We need to go up and try to get some raspberries. Hopefully this week. Start picking them. Probably won't pick any more mushrooms unless I can find some white coral mushrooms, then I'll get those, but I doubt we're gonna really fill up to picking, getting mushrooms, and because I haven't been cleaning them because I've worked, and of course honey bunny's really hurting standing at the sink cleaning those dumb things. So not complaining, and we love them. We had them in eggs this morning. I fried up bacon. I had to get my gumbo fixins, and I was out of bacon grease, so I got a really fatty bacon and rendered it down on a low heat. So I got well over about a cup and a quarter or something of bacon grease, and it takes 2 cups, so my jar is full, so I do have enough bacon grease to do my gumbo now. I'm excited. I've been missing it. I haven't had it for quite a while, so I definitely am ready to have some gumbo. Miss Gracie Lynn, she just came up. Trying to see the bobbin just a little bit. Okay. So, I'm gonna grab my sticky crap. I'd say that's probably dried enough. Let me turn my iron back up. I had the little girl, she was pestering me, so I had to turn it down. Yeah, I can't wait to see. I'd love to see what Shell does with the covers after I get them made. It's so nice that we do it together. And it's so fun having, pieces of us both in it. Oh, I really need a crappy pair of scissors. Just had them dumb things. I had these little dinky ones, but God, the other one's got to be outside this one. I think they can be. So I'm gonna piece the sticky crap on there that way, because not all of it needs it. Just bits and pieces here, so that way I can. Should be enough. Okay. Okay, it's definitely stuck down, so we're good there. Okay. This is I'm gonna I'm gonna try to. Ooh, man, that's bad. I'm using my little iron. I got stuff on it, so I'm gonna have to try to clean it, I think. So I gotta fold these in. I don't know what, I turned it on high, I don't want it to be too bad. Sure, it might get hot enough, I would think. I just don't want to run the risk of getting sticky crap all over my good antique iron. I just cleaned it, but now I'm thinking I'm going to have to actually. I think it would work better, so let me turn this off. Let me grab it. Do it this way with you. She's watching Andy Griffith while she's cleaning the mushrooms. That sure was a good show. Do you guys find that, you'll find things out about maybe your favorite character in a TV show or whatever, and then you find out things later on about it, not, I don't know, about personality or whatever, whatever it is, and you kind of look at the show different because you found that out. And I have, and it's like, kind of, I think it takes away from the way you view the show. I think. I've noticed that, like Little House on the Prairie or something. I love that show growing up, but then you find out the oldest daughter, how she hated that, and hated to be on the show and stuff like that. And, it's like, you like to think, that they get along really good, and then you find out they don't. But, that's just human nature, but I don't know, I was just thinking about that. Kind of like, did it even stick? No, it didn't stick. Just not getting it hot enough. And it does, kind of changes how you view the show, That's something I like about MASH. You haven't heard anything about the characters, mean things. I like that, because, we watch MASH all the time, and it's like, you don't want anything to spoil your love for the show, So there are, I'm sure Shell told you, the sale's going on. So, chance to get, maybe Inkwood or a little bit discounted. I know with the Wonder Under, which is the one I'm using now, your iron does have to be a little bit hotter than maybe like Heat and Bond. but I do like Wonder Under better. I just think it, it suits me more than the other kind is. Yeah, I love watching MASH, and it's like, you don't, yeah, just all the things that, get said about shows. I still say we had the best shows growing up. The generation before us, and back in the 70s, I think the shows were so good back in those days. And 70s and earlys, and some of the 80s had some good shows too. But yeah, I have to get my iron here. Yeah, we don't have much going on. It's going to be a calm day today. Pray that I don't have to work the rest of the week. I have 2 jobs that I hope I can get out of. One's an engineering job, which we really don't have to locate engineering jobs. I try to, but I usually just send them maps is the way I started doing it. That way I don't have to stress about it. And she could tell her break time. Oh, awesome, babe. Huh? Oh, good. She said we are down to 1 bowl now. Wow. She's getting wore out.
Well, it makes my back hurt.
Oh, I'm sure it does, hon.
Hey guys,
Yeah, there she is.
there's a little turtlet in my foot.
Oh, is that what she... Oh. Little turtlet.
Here's a little turtlet.
Okay. good, I think. So, hey, honey.
Yeah.
On my table is my corner rounder. The corner chopper thing. What do you call it? Did you read?
What do you need?
The orange thing that Debbie sent, the miter edge thing. Sorry. I think that's where it is. Thank you, dear. Forgot to miter the edges after I had done it. So. I'm going to go ahead and just do a bead of got to do this before I stick on my other piece because I have to do the cut it down to the size for the binding I need. So you got my little girl. She keeps sending me pictures when I'm not home of a little turtlet there. So adorable. Okay, she's a precious little thing. I sure do love that little turd. Like I said, I wouldn't want more than just one of her, but I sure wouldn't trade her for the world either. She is she's just absolutely precious. And of course I'm talking about that little Lucy girl. Still think it sounds like a time bomb going off. Get ready to probably put too much glue on it, but I'm not worried about it. You ain't gonna see it. And I do a 1/2 inch just because that's just what I always do. But I mean, you just really need enough just to roll over, to fold over is all really. Okay. Miss. Okay, guys. Here goes. Read this right now. Oops, just bent the pen. Sticking it in my glue. Okay, guys, here it is. Okay. Where I need it. And I'll come in. Got a little warm. I'm thinking about coming around the oval with just sewing it around, just to make sure it sticks down really good. Well, hon.
Oh, it looks awesome. You like it?
It's okay.
I love it. Did you sew around the oval?
I did, yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and sew around it again.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if I need to.
What glue did you use
That white clear
Advertise.
glass you told me to.
on the circle?
Yeah.
I mean, not the panel, but the...
No, my back of my wood. To glue the wood on?
No, the cover.
Sticky crap?
Not the wood, but the inside, the circle cut out.
Sticky crap.
Oh, okay. You'll probably don't need to.
So.
Well, because then you'll have a big oval on the inside of
Yeah, I thought of that too. Huh, I wonder what that is. That's unusual. I think that must have been a scrap or something, because that shouldn't be there. Okay. You run, honey?
the...
That's stuck to me. So I'm still going to do my 1/2 inch around the cover. Had a panic attack. I thought I didn't have any more of that fabric left.
Panic attack.
I was like,
an
oh.
actual panic.
No, it wasn't an actual. What? Huh, that just doesn't make sense. Oh man, how did I manage to, man, darn it. But I was okay. Crisis averted. It was just, I had thought I put it up. It was still on the table. I was looking for it in my thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Some mess here. we ordered cedar,
And we have cedar sold.
and we had 2 cedars sold, and of course he sent us walnut. I'm not mad. I mean, accidents happen, but it's like, oh, really?
He's like, I've never done that before. Okay. You're going to have to get another box this size.
Okay.
'Cause this one's not. It won't fit in there.
Okay.
But yeah, we hadn't opened it yet. So I'm trying to lift this honking big heavy box.
It was heavy, and I do not remember
And I ripped it open.
cedar being that dang heavy, you know.
And yeah, and now I need to mail it back. So medium flat rate box. Huh?
Okay.
This shape.
Yeah.
I just don't have any of those on hand.
Okay.
What do you need?
Yeah, I gotta try to bend the thing over.
It's looking cute. What do you guys think? Looks awesome, Clint. Woohoo! Trying to sound like Darcy. I did that. I acted like I was them, and she says, I don't sound like that.
Huh?
Oh. Whatever, Darcy.
Oh, come on.
You stole my spot again, you little turtlet. Ow! No, don't bite.
We're trying to teach her not to bite. Because, you know, we found out, who was it that told us that, to blow them?
I don't know, but it works.
It works, yeah. You blow in their face and tell them no, and then they stop. It kind of takes them aback, you know, takes
Well,
them.
it's their, yeah, it's from their mom. I can't
Yeah.
remember who told us.
I guess their mama kind of does
Thank
that.
you.
Yes. Does that, and it really does make a difference. It's just,
Man, she just put a divot at my thumb.
that little girl, I tell you what, she's got some sharp teeth. I've had some pretty good bites from her. But, you know, I'm not mad at her. She's just a little baby. She's got to learn. I mean, that's all it is, really. It's just for her to learn.
She's almost a year old, which is crazy.
I know it. It's
She's
sure.
so tiny.
Yeah, with her being so tiny, it's hard to think of her being almost an adult, you know. We've never had a tiny cat like her.
That just stays.
Well, and stays tiny, you know. I had one growing up. I can't remember what her, little bit. I can't remember what we had named her. It was when we lived in, Dad and I lived in Kansas. Huh.
She actually broke that skin.
I know it. Boy, baby.
Calvin, have you read him?
I haven't read the comics today. We get, I think it's called Go Comics, and we get comics sent to our email. And she's reading Calvin. If you guys haven't read Pickles, it's so funny. That is one of the best comic strips. I love Pickles.
Because we can totally relate to it.
We can relate to it. Yeah, that's the fun part, is how relatable they are, you know. Yeah, that looks pretty good. turning over is a little bit more labor intensive, I think, when you have to turn them over. It's kind of a pain to do it that way, but
I could probably make this box work, but too, with it being as heavy as it is,
yeah, you kind of
I don't want it falling apart.
the one it was sent in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of that
Except for
too.
that huge, look at this rip.
Oh, I saw the rip in it. Yeah.
So I'm hoping they have one. If not, we'll figure it out. But just really tape it up.
Yeah. Yeah, we bought from him before. I mean, it's not like we haven't bought anything
Well, he
from.
said this is the first time he's ever done that. So
You know.
I told him that is not a problem because everybody makes mistakes.
But I
It's
can't.
just a bummer.
Well, and I can't use walnut because since I don't use a lathe, I can't carve walnut with a knife. It's too hard. So, I mean, there's no reason to keep it, you know.
Exactly.
Just,
one piece.
yeah, would never do anything with it. And, you know, and not just be taking up space and so for this I have yeah, but that dumb fiber yesterday was another one that didn't have a tracer wire.
Oh, really?
So I just, yeah, it was such a night. I hate that. You know, as a locator, you're trained to, you know, do your absolute best, and it's hard to do when there's not a tracer wire that you can hook onto to mark a stupid fiber.
And they don't do their part. It's hard for you to do your part
accurately, and that as a locator, as a locator who actually cares, this would be the best way to put it.
Yeah, we got a lot of the other kinds.
You know, it is. It eats at you because that's not what you're, you know, what you're trained to do. You're trained to, you know, because lives depend on you, and it's a very frustrating thing to have to deal with constantly. But, Lord willing, I won't have to do that the rest of my life. I'm hoping. So I turn my iron off. I'm not using it. There we go. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I gotta put a bobbin thread in mine.
I think I'm gonna walk down there with the trash.
Oh, I thought you were going to the post office to grab a box.
Heck no, I'm not that ambitious.
Well, we can mail that tomorrow.
Yeah, I just have to show him a receipt.
Yeah, well,
So I thought if you go down, at least I can show it to him,
yeah. was almost empty, actually. So I'm going to do a maroon kind of color on the back. That way. Oh, I need to do a thing too. I am going to sew with the seam guide, just because it makes the edges cleaner. Quarter of an inch. Oh, here she goes. Okay. Whoa. I didn't really want the stitches to stand out like a turd in a punch bowl. I really wanted them to kind of be hidden a little bit. So one reason why I went with this color. I love to see how Shell does the decorating and stuff. It's fun just to see how she interprets everything. Just gonna go around once, I think. I'm not gonna double stitch it. I'm just Who needs a motor? You know it? And I'm sure Shell will bind it or tie it with the crinkly crap. That'll make it look really nice. Kind of excited. Like I said, I just love watching Shell do her stuff. You know, that's what is so fun, I think, with us, you know, crafting together. We both have our loves and our passions to the parts of it, you know, and I think it shows in the end result when she gets done. I definitely would be more than happy to do this for the rest of my working career, actually, or the rest of my life. As long as I can still hand crank my sewing machine, we're going to be doing good. So. right time. I just broke my top thread. Boy, you timed it just right. Oh, I'm done. So, here we go, guys.
Ooh, I love it.
So, it's done. Yay! Now it's Shell's turn.
Now it's my turn to put the goodies inside. That'll be fun.
I think you'll enjoy. That's what I was telling mine. I really love to see what you do with your
Interpret it.
part. Well, yeah. I mean,
I will be doing more stuff on the outside.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's to be seen in the...
I think it looks pretty good, really.
Yeah, there is a little fold up there, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard not to have those, you know.
I just point everything out so that people...
Well, that way they're not surprised.
What's it called? Full disclosure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love it. So, I have a few ideas. I'm really excited to get this one worked on.
Are ya? I'm glad.
I
But
am.
I think it'll be neat when it's all done, you know.
Yep.
Look forward
I
to
have some ideas. Can I have that pen? Thank you.
You are more than welcome, my baby. Well, guys, I think we're going to call it good. And,
Thanks so much for watching.
yeah, thank you guys so much. And please give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And just thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch us. Thanks for visiting. We'll talk to you later. Tutzines.
Tutzines, everyone.